been liking to make videos for like a long time, and that I grew a fan base off of it. It's awesome, and now we get paid from it.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, the random Mexican on the internet. I wanted to talk about a subject that I love to talk about. I think it's funny. It's also kind of sad depending on the way you look at it, but it's military marriages and how they don't really work. And what I mean by that is they just don't work. Often than not, they fall through. Military marriages, sorry. They just suck. They don't work. I don't know. A lot of young guys, they fall in love. They think they're fucking in love, and shit just falls through. I saw it too many times. Like, it's sad. I knew this guy that in my first deployment, a month into it, his fucking marriage was in shambles. For example, like, his girl at the time, like, he joined the military or whatever. That was his high school sweetheart. It turns out while we're overseas, like a month in, she was sleeping with multiple dudes. Dudes were hitting him up in the DMs like, yo, like, my bad, I just found out this is your wife. Shit like that. It happens all the time. So his wife, obviously we found out, I remember my team leader told me this, and if you guys don't know what a team leader is, and like in the military, it's like your first line supervisor. I remember my team leader telling me like, yeah, dude, that guy, let's just call him fucking John, right? John's wife is a bartender at a strip club outside of the base. And the base I was stationed in was Fort Polk, Louisiana. That place is swamp. It's a swamp. It's ass. Your ass sweats. Your fucking eye sockets sweat. It's just horrible. But yeah, John's wife was a bartender at a strip club outside of Fort Polk. And if anyone runs into this video, you already know probably what strip club I'm talking about. It's just a rundown shithole. It's sad. But yeah, literally like maybe a month and a half later, and like he knew his wife was cheating on him. She then fucking proceeded to ghost him, steal $2,000 out of the bank account they had together. She moved to Texas. She like ran off. She moved to Texas, started a new life there, started dating another dude, then moves to California that's where John's originally from. And then fast forward 9 months later, that same chick comes back onto base, marries a different dude from a different company. She just loved the military dependa lifestyle. I guess. It's sad. It's shit. But that's a short one for you. On my second deployment, this is a way worse story. There's this kid named Ty. And yes, that's his fucking last name. I'm not, fuck that dude. That dude sucked. He had no chin. But there's this guy named Ty, and I didn't know the kid that very well. I just know he was a fucking piece of shit. But was told by like word of mouth. This kind of trickled down to the friend group that I was a part of on that second deployment. And dude, so the crazy shit that I hear that came from all this was like, apparently Ty one day was trying to hit up his wife, just ignoring his phone calls, ignoring his texts, and Ty got a text message from his wife's number and was like, the text said, "She's busy, little bro." You can't make this shit up. And I quote, "She's busy, little bro," end quote. Like, out of the memes, like the shit you see on the internet, like, that's what he got. And then Ty proceeded to get a video of his wife getting fucking slam dunked on, Eiffel Towered. It's sad. This kid proceeded to stay in his marriage, and then after we got back from our deployment, 2 months later, got that same fucking chick pregnant and is having a kid. Like, I don't know. This is it's sad. This happens a lot, actually. I don't know. It's sad. I wish I could think of more stories to tell y'all, but I know they're just in the backlog of my mind. It happened too many times. So like, my advice, if you made it, if you're still listening, my advice is if you join the military, the Army, Marines, whatever, if you're a young guy and, you go to your first duty station, don't get married. Like, don't be an idiot. Like, if you have a short contract, I'd advise you don't get married because it's a hard thing to do. Having a marriage while in the military is a hard thing to do. Um, like, from my experience, I was in a relationship for 2 years and some change, and a month into my second deployment, it didn't work out. My ex was like, I can't do this shit no more. Like, some corny ass shit. Like, it happens to everyone. Just relationships fall through, marriages don't work because, young people are just, I guess they can't handle shit like that. I don't know. I just don't know. Um, so here's some advice for anyone listening to this. If you decide to join the military, I highly advise you don't get married. I mean, obviously there's some stipulations. Like if you knew a girl for a while and she's a fucking sweetheart, fuck it, man. Do you? Get married, get the benefits, get yourself a fucking house, whatever. It's not that worth it, but you know. So I had two soldiers under me, and from seeing all this shit over the years, I try to give my soldiers some advice and you know hold off because a lot of young guys tend to get married so quickly because they want that house, they want that extra pay, but it's not worth it. It's not. Trust me, it's not. Just live in the barracks. The barracks is cool. You're with all your boys. Just thug it out. Maybe for the rest of your contract, just see how it is. For my first soldier, I remember sometimes we were pulling security. We were in Poland, and we had a lot of fucking shitty ass like security missions or just like guard, and during those times we would talk. Our shifts were like 12 hours, 8 hours sometimes, but there's a lot of room to talk. So I would talk to my soldier, this specific soldier. Let's call him soldier number one, and he was thinking about marrying this girl from New Jersey. That's where he's from, and it was his first girlfriend. He loved her. That was his first love. And then, they broke off. They were separated for 2 years, and I guess they started talking all over again, fucking sparking it back up. But I remember hearing that, and I was like, yo, wait. Dude, people change. I get that. But, like, the way, he explained to me they had a shitty falling through. It was, like, cheating and shit. I'm like, people change. I get that. But, dude, if it ended off bad, you think you could teach a fucking old dog new tricks? I don't fucking think so. Whatever. We get back from that deployment. He marries that chick. A month later, he's already having marital issues. Whoop-de-doo. Like, what a big fucking surprise, dude. What did I tell you? You know? This kid was having suspicion, and one weekend, when he wasn't allowed to, he took a fucking flight to New Jersey just to catch his fucking fiance, right? That was my phone. Just to catch his fiance. Go on her phone, and she was texting other dudes. I'm like, dude. Surprise, surprise. And now he's getting a fucking divorce. The fucking papers were in motion. Now he has to go fucking scrap that, For my second soldier, we were, one time, we were guarding this warehouse in Poland. And, like I said, we had downtime. We started, I started talking to my soldier. And he was explaining to me how he added this girl from Snapchat. Well, she added him. He added her back. They started talking. Turns out she's from Germany. I'm like, dude. How the fuck? Okay. Like, how did she get your snaps? Suggested friends? I don't know. Whatever. They were talking. I guess they were talking for a month by now. Said everything was going really good. I'm like, all right, man. And, like I said, I always talk to my soldiers. And when I could, I was like, yo, like, cool, man. You're talking to this girl. Don't be fucking retarded. Don't get married so quickly. And, he proceeds to talk to this girl over the, extended time that we were there. But towards the end of it, we were close to coming back to the U.S., I came back early, a couple days earlier than the rest of the people that were there. One of my buddies calls me late at night talking about, yo, your soldier right now is crying like if someone just died in his family. I'm like, what, dude? What the fuck? He's like, yeah, dude, your soldier's crying right now. You're gonna have to fuck this kid up because he's like being obnoxious. I'm like, whoa, 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 like, I'm gonna fuck my boy up because he's crying. Like, what's the extent? Turns out this girl that he's been talking to for like 2 months over Snapchat wanted to break up with him, so he started fucking crying in his bunk bed in a tent. We slept in tents. So imagine like 60 soldiers per tent, and you just hear a random kid crying in the middle of the fucking night over a girl. That's embarrassing. But whatever. He comes back. I go confirm the story with him. Like, yo, dude, like, why were you crying? Like, what's the issue? It's like, yeah, like, the girl, like I told you, she wanted to break up with me, but we worked it out. We're together again. I'm like, dude, why are you crying over a girl over Snapchat? Like, have you even fucking FaceTimed her, this and that? Is she even a real dude? What if she's a fucking Russian? Turns out she's not a Russian. It's a real fucking girl from Germany. I still don't understand how they added each other. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I asked him, like, so what's going on, dude? What are your plans with this girl? He's like, yeah, she's going to come down to the U.S. I bought her a plane ticket. I'm like, bruh, come on, big dog. You just in through the ear, out through the other. Come on, man. Like, don't spend your money on random ass chicks. You know, I give you this advice. Like, come on, man. Like, obviously, grown ass man, do whatever you want to do, but I just don't see this working out, buddy. Of course, my memory's a little blurred on the rest. This was like 5-6 months ago as the time of me recording this video, but he did buy a flight out to Germany, met the chick, they hung out, he had an Airbnb, was spending all this money on her, and then he told me a story that they were on a train, they were arguing, she proceeded to slap my soldier on the face, he was pretending to throw away the engagement ring out the fucking train window, she was threatening to kill him, and it's just shit. It's just horrible situation, you know. And then I remember asking my soldier, all right, cool, man, you just told me all this shit, so, like, you're not gonna talk to her anymore? He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna see it through. I'm like, bro, you're fucking, you know, you're a little dense in the head. Your frontal cortex is not fully developed. I get it. You're 19. God damn. But, like, dude, you can't, the red flags can't be more obvious than that. So please, anyone that ran into this video and is joining the military, think twice before you get married. Make sure you're getting married with the right girl. Because if you don't get married with the right girl, and if your boys or your fucking leadership finds this out, you're about to be the laughingstock for the next month. Don't do it to yourself. Please think wisely. Fucking stay young, stay black. You know, have your fucking, keep your freedoms, man. Go out, explore, go fuck a cow. You know, just like, don't, you know, have fun, dude. Don't get married so quick. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Appreciate you guys listening. Fucking, I love you guys. I'm black. I wish I was black. I'm Mexican. I want to deport myself. Anyways, have a good day. Love you guys. Bye.